Hey guys, welcome to this video. Just updating you with another lot of profit I've made in February. I did a BetVictor video before because I'd not done one on there, and I'm now doing a Betfred video because I've not done one of these. I'm going around all the bookies. There's about 50 in my portfolio, and I'm just absolutely smashing them for value and stacking up the profits. And you can see that on my YouTube channel because I'm displaying all the bets, the deposits, and the returns. Now, this stuff works great, and it works even better where you have a site where there's these clearly written extra places. Now, there are a lot of sites I use that are very secret and people just do not look at. They just skip over the value for some reason, where they won't say extra place, but there's still loads of value. Okay. And people sort of think that it's only going to work where there is extra place offers on a race. And it's just not true. There are many, many races where you will have 4 places, quarter of the odds, for example, or a hidden 5 places where they're not publishing it, publicly. You've got to go on there and have a look at the race. Okay, and they're quite easy to find as well. Lots of those sites exist. I mean, even on BetVictor, if you've got a free place race, they probably won't tell you specifically. Whereas if you go on Betfred or Ladbrokes or somewhere else, it will say extra place right above it. Okay, so Betfred and BetVictor are the ones I haven't done in the mainstream, and I'm pulling on to other sites now. Some of them actually on telephone betting sort of methods as well. Telegram betting. There's a lot of times where I'm at my desk running my trading academy where I teach traders globally. And I just place bets while things are a little bit slow in the market. So you've got, for example, Thurles here, 253. It's clearly stating that there's an extra place. And you've got 12 runners and 4 places. Okay, so again, there'll be people who think, 4 places, 12 runners, that's 3 times as many as the places. But, it doesn't mean there's no value. In many cases, there's still value. The only thing that's going to happen is your variance is going to go up. Obviously, because there's more runners, there's more competition in the race, there's a less chance of you placing. But it doesn't mean that there's no value. Okay. And Betfred is one of those ones where they've got lots of these value races, and you don't need to specifically go for ones where there isn't extra places in the race. This one, again, even with 14 runners, you've still got value there. It's up to you whether you take them because, again, 14 runners, more variance. But you can see at the back end of it, you've got 50 to 1, 20 to 1, and a little bit of higher odds. Okay, so it's not terribly unlikely you would place anyway. But overall, with Betfred, I've used these extra place ones. You can also remember, within my rules is how to blend in a bit and how to stop that massive curve of you, going straight into profit. As in many cases, you won't. Some bookies you'll lose first, then win. Some you'll win first, then lose, and then win more. And in any case, because you're beating the house edge mathematically, you're always going to be up. That's a salient fact here. That is sort of undefeatable. Now, it's the best time to be doing this because the bookies won't, they haven't shut it down. There's not particularly a way they can tell who is doing this and who isn't because you just look like a normal punter if you're using my method. You look like you're someone who's just having more fun, if you like, fun in inverted commas. There's incessant gambling adverts at the moment. Anyone who knows me knows I'm not really a fan of gambling at all because it doesn't work as a means of making money. Even if you did win, they're going to kick you out. So remember, at the end of the day, every single bookie will remove you. That's non-negotiable, but it's about how long you last and how much profit you extract, and that's where I come in. I enable you to stay longer than you would if you just did this on your own. Because I taught people for a long time. I bet loads of money myself, and I've got to grips with when you'll get banned and how you'll get banned and restricted. But there's a lot of betting services, betting mentors out there who just refuse to accept that you will be banned. I mean, it's just going to happen. But it's about how much money you can take, and there's loads and loads and loads and loads of cash to be taken as I'm filming constantly. So let's look at this. My transaction history, let's say 30 days. You can see my deposit amount, 3,150. I've bet a bit more than that because I've recycled the money, but it's nearer, probably slightly higher than that. Probably about 3,800, I would say. In terms of bets, that's not deposits, that's bets. But nonetheless, the profit is clear because I put 3,150 in and I've withdrawn almost 4,400. So the profit, therefore, is £1,250, okay, or thereabouts. And they've given me a few free bets as well, which is funny because they don't know what I'm doing and they're rewarding me for it. So that's great. I've cleared the balance here by withdrawing and betting the last remainder, so we can get a net flat balance for this. I've now got the option, obviously, to deposit and place more bets today. There's lots of extra place races, but £1,250, it hasn't taken me long at all. Okay, this is just within February, and yeah, I mean that's not an awful lot of time once you've trained your eye and you know how you're doing these things. Because obviously, if you understand how to scale your bets, the appropriate sizes, but more or less, and just as I've taught someone this morning, I've got lots of new academy members coming in from my other academies, coming in who are seeing me online or hearing from their friends, which is fantastic because this is the only way to beat bookies. Okay, this is the only way you're going to beat the bookie. It's by taking value. There are other value taking strategies, but this is probably the one with the most longevity. So this is one site, remember, one site, 1,250, and I've done a Bet Victor video making 1,300 in the same period with a similar betting amount. So the two of them have netted me, 2.5 grand or something, just over. And it hasn't taken me an awful lot of time. I'm just taking the value where it's presented and placing the bets over and over again, sticking with the house, beating the house edge, and keeping within realistic variance. So another profit video for Betfred. I'll probably do more of these. Don't forget, you can get on my email list where I email betting strategies out underneath. You can also join my Discord chat room where you can get on board too. So there's tons of tools to use. Don't keep sort of sitting there trying to match bet, making hardly any money. That is gone now. The ship has sailed on that. This is the new way. Thanks for watching.